my channel, and in today's video I want to discuss 4 new gourmands. And you know how I've been telling everybody on this channel that gourmands are out. Maybe I was wrong because there's so many new gourmands, you know, but I tried this 4 and I'm really excited to discuss them with you. So if this is something that you're into, then stay tuned. And I want to start with my favorite, and it was Gâteau de Ananas by Tonka, and I'm sorry if I'm butchering the name. And so this fragrance to me smells like a very appropriate summery gourmand. Like, it's definitely gourmand, sweet and kind of heavy, but honestly this is not cloying or too sweet so that it's not appropriate to wear in the summer. I think that you can definitely pull it off in the summer, especially if you don't live in Florida, because I feel like in Florida's heat there nothing is appropriate truly, but that's a joke. I'm not throwing shade on Florida. So this fragrance smells like kind of like rum type of cake. There is cake and rum in the opening, and then I smell pineapple, and then I also smell some sugary chords, some slight hint of cinnamon, like it's slightly spiced. So I just find it pretty pleasant, kind of easy to like, easy to wear. Even though it's pretty dense gourmand, like I've said, it just doesn't feel like it. It doesn't feel transparent as well. It just feels appropriate, you know. And I would have to say that the longevity on this perfume is also outstanding. Like, it really is outstanding, because I smelled it on my skin the next day. So I sprayed it in the evening and then I woke up and I still smelled it. So the longevity is outstanding. Projection, I'm not sure. I feel like it sits closer to skin, but the longevity is really good. The next fragrance I want to discuss is Tonka Latte by Ducita, and I was really excited about this fragrance because Ducita haven't done gourmands yet, and also the nose just sounded so delicious, so irresistible, and kind of also similar to Bianco Latte. So I ordered a sample from Surrender to Chance, which I highly recommend. They sent the order right away. They are very quick. The vials are super durable. They're super comfy, and even 1 milliliter vials they have as a spray, which is really useful. And so now let's talk about Tonka Latte. And Tonka Latte to me smells a lot like honey. Honey definitely kind of is very amplified on my skin with this fragrance, and it just takes over the rest of the notes. And if I would have to describe how this fragrance smells like, I would say that it reminds me of like a very warm bowl of milk, and you put some hint of white chocolate in there, and you put lots of honey in there, and then you drink it all. It smells good. Like, it smells creamy, sweet, delicious, very sweet because of the honey. But honestly, like, I expected something more because the notes were just so delicious, and there were more notes that I can smell. Like, I cannot pick up almonds at all. I just cannot smell like tonka or vanilla. All I smell, like I've said, is honey, milk, and white chocolate, which is I'm pleased with, but I feel like it's not enough. But also it might be that my skin personally eats a lot of the notes and it amplifies the honey, and I know this is true about my skin. Like, my skin really truly does bring the honey note forward. But like, I smelled it on a blotter many times, and while I do kind of pick up more complexity on the blotter, it's still not as complex as I would wanted it to be. So it's not that I don't like this fragrance, I'm just slightly disappointed with it. But I also am disappointed because I had certain expectations, but I feel like we should not have any expectations when we go to smell the fragrance, because like, we don't know what it's gonna smell like, and we're just looking at the notes, we're just looking at marketing. So we kind of build like fake expectations in our head, and if the fragrance doesn't live up to our expectation, we might feel disappointed, and that I feel like what happened here. But I don't think it's a bad fragrance. I think if you like honey, milky, lactonic type of smells, then definitely give this one a chance. And also I think it's important to mention that to me this doesn't smell similar to Bianco Latte at all. A lot of people on Fragrantica say that this one smells similar to Bianco Latte, and for me it doesn't. Like, they're very different. Bianco Latte is more like very caramelly, sugary, vanilla type of smell, and this one is more like honeyed, milky, white chocolate smell. And I think it's worth trying, especially if you're into gourmands. And the next fragrance I'm going to discuss is Elle Explicit by the House of Oud. And so I honestly had like 0 expectations about this fragrance, opposite to the last one, because banana gourmand. sounds like a dangerous combination. You know, it sounds like it might go wrong, but it didn't. So I was pleasantly surprised with this fragrance. But nonetheless, this is probably not the fragrance that I would gravitate towards on a daily basis. It's something that's very fun to try and to explore, but not to wear, at least for me. It smells just slightly too playful, slightly like too juvenile. I don't know, maybe it's too sweet for me, but it's not a bad fragrance in any way. So in the opening, I smell lots of banana. It's very, very intense banana smell. And then as it starts to dry down, surprisingly, I smell lots of violet. So to me, this is very violet heavy, a very, very kind of purple floral, and which is surprising again, because I thought that the Gourmand notes will completely overtake this fragrance, but it did not happen. Violet to me is definitely prominent. And I also smell some musk and fruity notes in the dry down. And I would say that I do not pick up bread or peanut butter. I do pick up slight hints of ylang ylang, which kind of makes it more floral. Like, you know, violet and ylang ylang, they make this fragrance more floral, and they take it into like a floral gourmand direction, and they don't let this fragrance smell exactly like food. It doesn't smell like a peanut butter toast with banana. It doesn't smell like banana bread or banana toast. It just doesn't smell like it. It still smells like a fragrance. It doesn't smell like food, which is a plus for me. Like, I like when the fragrance is sweet, when there are sweet elements, but it still smells perfumey and it still smells wearable. So in that sense, I'm pleasantly surprised. But I do think, you know, this very kind of just such a specific scent, like this is not the fragrance I would wake up and want to wear, like to work or somewhere else just to run errands. I feel like you really have to be in the mood for it, especially, I mean, for me, like I just have to be in the mood for this certain like fruity, playful banana fragrance, and if this is not what I'm in the mood for, I might not gravitate towards. But I feel like if you're a big fan of banana notes and you're on a hunt for good banana, then give L Explicit a chance. And the last, and in this case the least, unfortunately, fragrance is Lac.ton.ic by Scentloggia. And I thought I'm gonna like this fragrance the most out of this whole lineup, because I heard a lot of reviewers and influencers, they've been saying it's a very nice perfume, summery, coconutty, beachy, similar to Sol de Janeiro. And yes, it is similar to Sol de Janeiro Cheirosa 62. It honestly smells just like it, but the worse version. This smells like a woody, synthetic, artificial, screechy Cheirosa 62. Like, it takes all the good parts out of it and it just makes it unbearable. At least for me, it's just unbearable. It's so screechy. Like, I was physically not feeling good. I mean, I'm exaggerating it. I just wanted to scrub it off of my skin, because I went for skin right away when I received my sample, because I was really excited, which was a mistake. It just, I don't know, maybe it's my skin chemistry that amplified it. Maybe it's something else, but it just was so screechy, so artificial on my skin. Like, the idea is good, you know, the execution is not good. Like, it's similar, it's very similar to Cheirosa 62, and I like Cheirosa 62. I don't think this is like it's a masterpiece or some kind of like crazy fragrance, but I feel like it's pleasant, especially in the body cream. Like, you just smell good and pleasant afterwards. And you know, like, if you take all the like good parts of it, like coconut, pistachio, and you just make it into like a woody, screechy mess. That's what you get with Lac.ton.ic. Like, you know, the scent is there, like I've said, like the scent of Cheirosa 62 is there, but also it's just so artificial. At this point, I'm repeating myself, but it was just so screechy that I couldn't stand it. And that's why I highly suggest anybody who is interested in this fragrance, first sample it first, because samples are available, they're on Lucky Scent, and you have to try it first, and you have to try it on skin before you commit to full bottle, because, you know, if I experienced this, then you might also have the same experience or similar, and that's why, you know, I think that this is very not a safe blind buy. So thank you so much, guys, for watching this video. You know, it was partially negative, partially positive. We had some wins, we had some letdowns, and please let me know if you want me to review any other scents that you're interested in, and I will definitely do it. And please let me know, have you tried any of this scent, and if so, what do you think? I'll be really curious to know your thoughts, because I'm curious what you think about Lac.ton.ic if you tried it, and what you think about the rest of the fragrances that I've discussed. And I'll see you in the next video. Bye!